Oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm really sorry. This is not going well, this rain. The last one I did was flawless. Nothing went wrong. This one has been problems from the start. Anyway, that's alright. It is what it is. Oh, let me get my phone holder set up. This is shocking. Sorry, I really apologise. I really apologise. Anyway, cool. Alright. I don't know if I can... Yes, Daniel Van Heeren. I've got him. It finally worked. It did. I really apologise. I don't know what happened there. Cool. So Charlie Taunton asked what tractor? The best kind of tractor, a John Deere. As you know, I've got a green shirt on. I love John Deere's. It's a 6620 John Deere. Yeah. It's an old workhorse. I can't even see how many hours it's done because the screen is not working. Anyway, I love John Deere's. So yeah, no, it's good. It's a good old tractor. It's done plenty of work. Yeah, can't really complain about it too much. Anyway, it really took the shine off it, dropping out a signal there. Just trying to give you a look at the mower. Cool. Oh, getting heaps of comments. The hay is going good. Aussie Vids, the hay's going good. Chip Clippers Lawn Mowing says, love the videos, keep them up, mate. I will try. Oh, I like streaming on the GoPro a lot better than this, but anyway, it's not working. Who was that? This chat is frustrating me. We have a 9220 John Deere and a 9225R, both on 3 metre spacing. Now that would be a dream. I would love to put this out on 3 metre spacings, but our spreader is not on 3 metre spacings, so that doesn't really work. Say Sim. No, I can't say that. Oh, those were the days back when I was at school. Yeah, so if you're tuning in, I want to know where you're tuning in from. Whack it down in the chat. Let me know where it's coming from. Oh, Joseph Merritt, fish on, bro. If you have Twitter, search up The Real Life Farmer Joe and give him a follow. Oh, Trundy, New South Wales, Charlton, Kazakhstan, Naracoorte, Doreen, Melbourne. Oh, this is too quick for me to keep up with. Now I've got to turn around. Wow, people coming from everywhere. I love it. Rimbo, the happiest place in the world, I've heard. Geelong, very nice. How are we all coping with the lockdowns? There's been a few of them. Anyone from Tasmania still going through your snap 3-day lockdown? So we're still going. Oh, well, because I'm on my phone, I can show you what I'm seeing. Here's the mower. He's just mowing it all up, sticking it in rows, doing a marvellous job. There's not really much hidden on this machine. It's all pretty open. You don't want to get out while it's going because you might get caught in a belt or something like that, which would be not ideal. But anyway, Joe Merritt has said, tell a joke. I don't have any jokes. I don't just keep a joke up my sleeve. I should, I guess. But, yeah. No, I can't provide you with a joke, unfortunately. Oh, Dennis Longmire said, Melbourne's still in lockdown for the thousandth day. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of lockdown. Anyone in Melbourne, I'm feeling for you. It's not a good situation. But anyway, yeah, a joke. Have I got a joke? Nah. If anyone has got a joke, write it in the comments, and I might read it out if I laugh at it. This could be dangerous, but I'm going to read it before I read it out. I also like how the real life Farmer Joe has turned the chat into just catching up with Ryan Laycock. Yeah. I like it. It's good. Anyway. Oh, Joseph Merritt. Knock, knock. Who's there? Oh, Murphy Law's tuning in. Good to have you, Murph. I'm glad to have you here. Joe, can I have a pet? And then the answer is, can I have a who? Oh, that's a joke from back on the school bus days. Most of you won't get it, but we come from a town called Caniva. And that was a very funny joke on the school bus. Well, I thought it was funny. Not a lot of other people thought it was funny. What can't... Oh, that was a bit out of line, that one. Anyway, that's alright. If you want to read it, look in the chat. You might be able to see it. Yeah. Someone's from Canberra. Great to have you along. What do you call a cow in an earthquake? A milkshake. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's a good one. Come on, Charles. I like it. Very good. Very good. What do you call Oh, I'm not going to read that one out. No. Look in the chat if you want to see that one. That one's a bit far. That one. Anyway. How's everyone's day been? What have you been up to? Have you been farming? Has anyone been farming? I've just been doing this all day. Cutting hay. It's a slow job. We're only doing 11 k's an hour and 2.7 meters at a time. It takes a long time to get anywhere. But anyway, we don't have any repayments on this machine, which is very valuable. Oh, I've been up working at Crackenback near the snow. Seems interesting to have snow at the moment when it's as warm as it is here. Someone has been playing Farm Simulator. Daniel's been playing Farm Simulator. I like that. I love a bit of Farm Simulator. Ryan asked why we don't get a new mower. Well, because we don't do enough hay. We would love a new mower, but we just don't do enough to justify it, and this one works good, so we're just keeping it. Why don't we use the miller to mow our veg? Great question. I actually tried. The first year I had the nitro, I thought I was going to. But once I got it in and got into the paddock and started cutting, it just never got close enough to the ground and it just bulldozed a heap of dirt. So I gave up. This mower, the old Loxton, was in the shed, so I hooked onto that and cut it, and it did great. So I just been using this. So yeah, that's why I don't really agree with spending money when you don't have to. So another reason why we haven't got a new mower. yeah, you can sort of see the job that it does out there. It's doing really good. It's less than ideal conditions because most of the vetch is on the ground, but it's picking it all up, and yeah, I can't really complain. No maintenance. It's very low maintenance machine. Here we go. Dennis has got a joke. Why do elephants climb trees? To hide. They are so good at hiding, no one has ever found one in a tree. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. I like that one. Cool. Lachlan Dickinson, hi. Luke Elliott, g'day. Yeah, knocked out 35 hectares of grass for silage. Just finished cutting for the day in Yarram, Victoria. Very nice. Yeah, I've always thought about doing silage, but never quite got there. But anyway, one day. Marcus Witt. I'm not going to read that one out, but it did make me chuckle. What is the purpose of a shoe? It is a barrier between your foot and dog poo. I like it. I like it. I like it. Very good, Murphy. Caden McKee, I'm trying to get my header ready with a crushed hand, farming to north at Murrayville. Yes, that's not far. Our scrub block, our northern block, is actually not far from Murrayville. It's through the scrub, but it's not as far as what you might think. Daniel's tuning out. See ya. Toby Poxon asked where we're based. We're based in far western Victoria. Far western Victoria. In fact, we've been dealing with all the border closures to South Australia, which has been frustrating, but anyway, that's alright, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's where we are. What did the fish say when it ran into a wall? Oh, damn. Yeah, I like that one. I like it a lot. Why did the chicken walk into the pub? I don't know. I was drunk. That's a good one. I like that one. Murphy's Law says, mate, you have a great channel. Well, guys, thank you. But what I can say is, it's you guys. You guys make the channel. You keep encouraging me to be putting out good content. Your comments on my videos really help keep me inspired to do more. So yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for watching. You guys are what makes the channel. And yeah, our Tassie Farm has said, hey Mark, got any tips on how to grow my channel? I would say just keep plugging away. Probably. I did a fair while plugging away before I really got a lot of traction, and I've just been very, very blessed to get the following that I have. Yeah, I didn't expect it at all. But anyway, yeah, I would just say keep plugging away, keep doing what you're doing. If you're doing it to get famous, you're doing it for the wrong reason. But if you are doing it to show everyone how good agriculture is and what we do on farms, well then it's not about the views, and it's more about what you're doing than having a big channel. So yeah, but make sure your heart's in the right spot, and keep going. Keep going. That's probably my biggest tip. Finney has said g'day, and I say g'day back to you. Tom York asked when the header goes into the paddock. So we'll probably start windrowing in the first week of November, I think. So then it's normally 2 weeks after that we'll start harvesting, so middle of November. Our header probably won't get out till the last week in November, just because I'll be catching up on sleep from windrowing. Yeah, So it'll be a little while away, probably a month before you get any harvest content, any windrowing content, I'd say. But anyway, that's all right. Kerry Boone asked, or Glenn asked, what is the procedure once we've cut? So we're going to try something different this year. We're going to cut the hay, and then we're going to come back with a rake, and we're going to rake these 2 rows into one. But we're actually going to rake that one over there onto this one, and that one over there onto that one. So we have 2 big rows next to each other. And when we come to, when it's all dried out, once we've finished windrowing, we'll come back and we'll rake these 2 rows into one big row, and then the balers will come and squish it all up into a bale, and we'll cut it to the shed and pack it away, and then hopefully someone will buy it in the future. But we will wait and see with what happens. But yeah, anyway, it's looking like it's a pretty decent crop this year, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Anyway, let me get back on my line. Let's look back in on the chat. Showing the world what it takes to grow food and fibre and do it sustainably. Exactly right, Farmer Flynn. It is a testament to Australian farmers that we are doing it as efficiently, that we are farming as efficiently as we are. So if you're an Australian farmer, well done. If you're not an Australian farmer, well done for doing it as efficient as you can. Yeah, so that's exactly what it's all about, showing people how much we care about agriculture. That's really the reason I do it. I just wanted to show what it's like working on a family farm with my family and just loving it. And I hope it really shows through on the videos, because I do love doing it. I really, really do love doing it. Yeah, is there anything you guys want to see? Do you want to walk around? A walk around of the machine? I can do that at the end of this paddock if you can. Maybe I'll do that. I just pulled something out here, so we'll see whether that makes a difference. Hopefully you can still hear me and all that. Yeah. Anyway, so this paddock, do a walk around, an equipment tour. Yes, I do have on the cards to do an equipment tour. Unfortunately, I've gotten too busy at the moment, so it might have to wait till summertime. Yeah, I've got a bit much going on to do one at the moment, but we'll get there eventually, eh? I reckon it'll be fun. Go around and show all the equipment that we use, all the equipment that we don't use. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Vincent Richardson has said it's like a Zoom. Oh, what does that mean? It's just like a chat? Oh, that's what I hoped it would be. I hope that I could just have a good chat. Can you introduce us to your dogs one day? For sure I can. I don't have any dogs personally. They're all dad's, or mum has a whippet. But yes, I can definitely do that. Someone asked what model John Deere. It's a 6620. I don't know what year, probably around 2004, I'd say. Something like that. Kerry Boone says you must have a long walk to go to the toilet if you need to go. Well, if you have a look around, there's not much of anything out here. So if you want to go to the toilet, it sounds a bit primitive, but you just go. When nature calls, you just go. And there's no one here to see it. So, yeah, that's a bit, didn't plan on saying that, but anyway. Did you do a video of the blade plower? I didn't do a vlog of the blade plower, but I did a TikTok of the blade plower. So there's not one coming of the blade plower. But if you want to see it in action, go to Merit Contracting on TikTok, and you will find a TikTok with a lot of views. I don't know, it must have just hit the algorithm right and went good, but anyway. Let's look at the rest of this. Outazzy Farm says, I started YouTube to show people what it's like to work on a small family farm, and because I was inspired by MN Millennial Farmer, you and some farms? Oh, Sun Farms. Thanks mate. I'm glad I could inspire you, and that's great. I love that you've started your channel, and I encourage you just keep going. Just keep going. Eventually something will click in the algorithm and you'll make a video and it'll just go right, and plenty of people will see it, and it just happens sometimes. So yeah, anyway, keep going. You're doing great. Joel Ferrier asks, how far away are we from Wallowa? At the moment, about 60 kilometres south. So a fair way away, but our northern property, we've got one block about 15 k's round the corner. So fairly close, I guess. From our corner fence to their corner fence, it'd only be about 6 k's or something like that, 5 or 6 k's. So yeah, not too far. Let me turn around and then we'll do a walk around, eh? How's that sound? Turn the PDO off and we'll get into our next run. Here we go. Perfect. Let's show you what we're doing. Right. Okay, so this is what we're cutting. It's vetch hay. You can see these white flowers. That is Balanza clover. That stuff there. Where's my camera? There it is. That's Balanza clover. Grows really well in wet conditions. Seen as though it's been a bit dry this year, it hasn't taken off like it did last year, but it's still done well. Anyway, we'll flip the camera. Here's the tractor, the 6620 with the loader on the front, and then this Are we back? Guys, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. Here is some clover flowers. The vetch is pretty thick. It's all laying over a bit. The slash is picking it up. Anyway, really having a rough trot with this. What's going on here? Anyway, that's all right. Well, I might. Oh, actually, you might be able to see the Telstra tower. Let me turn it around. So if you look just over there on the end of my finger, there might be one brown pixel. That's the Telstra tower. I can see it clear as day, and I still don't have any signal. So that's all right. I'll have to get a booster at some stage because I really want to do more lives. But that's all right. How's the new upgrades to the shearing shed? Well, they are going good. We're slowly working away at them. I haven't done an update for a while, but Dad's been spending some time building the backboard, so the wall where the shearing, where they drag the sheep out past and then they let the sheep back through there. Dad's been building that wall slowly and it's looking really good. Like, I'm really excited to use it. Dad told me that he might let me shear the first sheep in the new shed. I don't really want to. I hope he does because it'll mean more to him. Yeah. Someone else has asked, how's the sheep? The sheep are good. They're still eating, still barring, and just living their best life. Walking around, eating some grass, drinking some water, and that's about all sheep do. Yeah. Eating a bit of dirt. Our Tassie Farm has said, yeah, I've had one a bit like that. 3 of my vids are like 50 views and another one is around 2,000 views. Yeah, it's just, it is very, very hard to judge what the algorithm's going to do. I wish I knew because I would do videos that would go very good on the algorithm. But anyway, what I'm trying to put out is I'm just trying to put out good content that people can relate to and people like watching. So yes, anyway, Kerry Poon says he lost his dad when he was 23. I feel sorry for you, Kerry. That's a tough time. Dad's a big part in my life and I just couldn't imagine losing him at this young age that I'm at. So it's I feel for you. I feel for you. How many sheep do we have in total? We have a lot. We have a lot. I think we've got about 2,000 sheep in total. That's breeding ewes. And then all of their lambs. So we hope to have about 2,000 lambs a year. But yeah, when it's raining, we have too much feed. And when it's not raining, we don't have enough feed. Anyway. Cool. Yeah, anyway. Kerry's asked, how's the rams? They're okay. They're in the paddock. We've got a few of them. They will be going out to meet their girls next week, I think. And then that will start the cycle of getting new lambs. And then we can make some more money if we feed them. If we can feed them enough, I guess you'd say. Yeah. Anyway, someone, Max Knight says, wants some Southdowns, sale Thursday. Unfortunately, Max, we've got enough rams at the moment, but that's all right. I hope that your sale goes well. Rams have been selling very variably this year. Some go good, some do not go good. And it's really challenging to know what they're going to do. The Border Leicesters that we bought were very, very expensive. And the other ones that we bought were cheaper than we expected. So, don't know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. Let me click this auto steer back on. Check out this chat. Paul Peters says, how big is our farm? Our farm is about 7,000 acres, I think, something like that. That's how much we're doing at the moment. It's a good size. It's just me and Dad here. We're running the whole show. It's good fun. Farmer Flynn says they're sitting about the same. It's a nightmare crutching them, and now we've got to shear the lambs. Oh yeah. We shore our lambs in our main shearing this year actually, so we don't have as many to do this year. We still have a few little ones, but that's alright. We'll just knock them off. The shearers will come back. Someone asked how much hay we're doing this year. Only 40 hectares this year, just a little bit. It's just this paddock, so it's nice to stay in the game, but the hay market's not looking great unless someone was unfortunate enough to have a bad drought, which I don't think will happen. Yeah, it will probably stay low. So hay's not something you want to have on hand at the moment. Tom York says, if the sheep market is doing what the cattle market is doing, then you'd be doing pretty well out of that. Tom, you're spot on. Very, very right. It is, the sheep market is very hot at the moment. Very hot. It's definitely a good time to be a sheep farmer, and not a good time to be trying to buy into the sheep market, because it's very, very expensive. Where did we buy the Border Leicesters from? We bought our Border Leicesters from Glenlee Park Border Leicester Stud. You can look them up on Facebook, Glenlee Park. They're breeding some cracking rams, and they had a great sale. First on-property sale. Yeah. Henry asks, have you got much canola to windrow this year? Yeah. We've got about 12 or 1300 hectares lined up at the moment. If we get over all of that easily, we might go for a bit more. But yeah, that's enough, I think, just for me driving. But anyway, Vincent Richardson says, I want to be a farmer when I'm older. Great decision. I love your passion. It's a great career. There's heaps of farm jobs. There is heaps of farm jobs about. You just gotta be honest. You gotta never make it an excuse, and work hard. Do what you're told. Listen intently, and you'll make it as a farmer. That's pretty much it. So he wants to be a sheep and cattle farmer. Well, that's even better, because seems to be a lot of people coming through that want to be crop farmers, which is fine, but we can't all be crop farmers. Farmer Flynn says, yeah, we've had a good rain that pretty much revived us, although we got a beating at the sale yard last week, 180 a head. Whoops. Still, 180 a head is good money. I remember getting very excited when we were constantly getting $100 a head. So you gotta count your blessings when they appear and when you can't see them, I guess. So yeah, the stock market is just incredible at the moment. It's incredible. Our Tassie Farm asked, do I know anything about stud bulls? I know nothing. I know nothing about cattle. I know nothing about cows. I know nothing. Apart from sheep and crops, some crops, I don't really know a lot about farming. You might have seen my olive farm video that I did. I would really like to travel around Australia one day and see a whole different heap of farming operations, make videos about them, learn how they work. I think that would be really cool to do, and I'd just love to know. I'd love to know how farming in Australia works. So maybe one day I'll be able to do that. Wait and see. Henry says, we need someone to windrow our canola. Well, I know where you're from, Henry, and not in a creepy way. And I'm not driving the nitro up there, sorry. Yeah, it's a bit far for me to go. I'm not very interested in going all that way. We've got more than enough work to do around here. But I wish you all the best in finding someone to windrow your canola. I hope that you get someone, because it can be quite stressful sometimes. Farmer Flynn says, I remember seeing lambs at Horsham 10 years ago going for $20 a head. It's heartbreaking to see. It definitely is heartbreaking to see. We sold some lambs that had seeds in them. That was accidental. We didn't mean to. It just happened like that. And we sold them in the sale yards and they only made $10 a head. That was only 6 years ago. So that was a pretty big kick in the guts, that is. Very, very big kick in the guts, actually. When you work so hard to produce a quality product and it just so happens that they don't want them. It's hard. It's hard. But anyway, it's alright. Chin up. We'll keep going. Two Bros Farming is trying to get his dad to buy an ice rope. Well, good luck, mate. I wish you all the best. I love my Nitro. It's a great machine. But make sure you do your figures and make sure it's a smart purchase and not just something that you want. You don't get much money to throw around while you're farming. So you got to make sure it's going to things that will make you more money. That's my biggest rule of thumb. And yeah, it's fine to buy new things, but only if they're going to make you more money. I've just seen here, Farmer Flynn has commented, reasons to get a self-propelled sprayer. Self-propelled sprayers are quite an interesting topic at the moment, because when they came out, they were 400,000, 300,000, very expensive pieces of machinery. But now they've come back in value because they've got some hours on them. So you can get into a reasonable second-hand machine for $100,000. And now when you look at buying a tow behind sprayer and a tractor to do your spraying, it actually makes quite a bit of sense to buy a self-propelled sprayer, because you're getting a better sprayer, you would imagine. I class the self-propelled sprayer as a better... Alright, we're back. I'm sorry about that. I got a phone call. I had to hang up, but anyway, that is alright. So, reasons for getting a self-propelled sprayer. I was saying the bit of sprayer, and you also get the high clearance spraying, the high clearance option. So they have a lot of clearance under them versus a tractor's only this much. A self-propelled sprayer has a lot of clearance, which is good for late season sprays. But also for me, a big plus was the windrowing. If I didn't have the windrowing, the contract windrowing job, I would not have got a self-propelled sprayer, unfortunately. But anyway, that's just what you got to weigh up. You got to weigh up whether it's going to make you any more money or not. And if it's not going to make you any more money, you really have to consider whether you actually need to buy it, I guess. Train Buffett says, you often say we're out at Onund today. That is the name of our property out north. It is called Onund South because the weather reporters went through a stage of saying it's going to rain on and south of the ranges. And so Dad's joke was, when we buy another property, we're going to call it on and south because it always rains on and south. Hence the property name. But anyway, whoops. Broaders says we might need a phone booster by the looks. Yes, I do. And I also need to not answer calls from people. I had someone call me before and that's why I dropped out. I've got my phone on Do Not Disturb mode, but that didn't seem to help. If you haven't checked out Broaders on Instagram, go and check him out. I love seeing all of his horticulture photos of harvesting carrots and potatoes and onions and everything. It's very interesting. I'd love to do a video on that kind of thing one day because it's very very interesting. Internet connection is streaming. Okay, Flynn. Mint, my daddy's looking at buying a Gold Acres G Series sprayer. Well, from what I've heard of those Gold Acres, they are as tough as an old pair of boots, and they're just workhorses. They just do their job great. If I was looking for a machine that was only spraying, I would go for a Gold Acres. They're just good machines. But the reason I've got the Nitro is because I did the windrowing, and I do the windrowing, and you can't do that with any other machine. So, yeah, that's the reason I went the way I went. Anyway, true, have one on my ute, doesn't stop my phone from ringing. Ah, broaders. That is a good point. You can have a phone booster, but it doesn't stop your phone from ringing. Anyway, oh, that was a bit rough. Very, very rough. So, has anyone got any suggestions for my YouTube channel? I'm after any options. I'm thinking about doing an equipment tour after harvest, just to show you what we've got. Any other ideas? What you'd like to see? I'd love to cater more to what you want to see, but you just got to let me know. So, yeah, let me know if there's anything you want. Apparently Hardy is good, but I'm still suspicious about quality. Oh, we've got a few Hardys around us. They seem pretty good, pretty robust, especially those the newer Saratas. They're a good looking machine. Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of them actually. So, what I would do with a lot of money, I would do a lot of things. I would do a lot of things, and I would buy a lot, but I would not be any happier, because things don't make me happy. But anyway, that's alright. Yeah. I'll give you a look out the back. Here we go. Two Bros Farming has asked if I do much hunting. Unfortunately, I do not do much hunting. I like a bit of hunting, but I just don't really have any time for it at the moment. Between YouTube and church and farm, there's not really much time left. And family, that's important too. Keelan has asked, would I ever look at buying a fen? Yeah, I probably would look at buying a fen. They might have to improve their service in this area. But yeah, I probably, if it was the right price, I'd look at buying any tractor really. It's just the price that I'm willing to pay varies depending on the service that you can get from the dealerships. So yeah, John Deere 6155M, I'm going to buy it when I'm older. Very nice. Anything John Deere is nice, I think. I am a bit of a green man. It runs in me blood. No, not really. But they just make good solid gear. Hopefully the workers come back from their strike, and yeah, hopefully they keep building new ones, because it was looking a bit grim for a little while there. Anyway, that is alright. Any other dream tractors that people want to offer up? I would love to buy a quad track one day, or a John Deere quad track on 3 meters. That would be good. I would really enjoy that. But that's just a want, that's not a need. I really like driving my John Deere tractor that I have. So one day I'll get there. But anyway, as you can see, we've done from that fence over to here, and we've got a long way to go. So we'll be at it for a little while. Farmer Flynn says, I definitely agree with the service. Iconas treat us well, so we buy tractors off them. Very nice, mate. As long as you're getting a good deal, good run from them, that's all that matters. Will J asks, will you ever get a new header? Well, we will, one day. One day we'll get a new header, but not at the moment. Our 2188's doing fine. It's not about having flash gear. It's just about having machinery that works for you. It's got to be cost effective, and at the moment the 2188 really is. Murphy's Law says, I have two dream tractors, 1150 Versatile and a Chamberlain G9. Oh, those are nice tractors. The Chamberlains, the old orange Chamberlains, gee, they're cool. I do enjoy a good tractor pull with a noisy Chamberlain. Yes, they're good. Lachlan Dickinson says, my uncle has a Case quad track. That's good. That's good. Quad tracks are cool. Anything with tracks is cool though. He also says we have a 2188. They're good. They're good solid headers. They're just good old workhorses. A John Deere 9RX or an 8RX or an 8345 RT. I'd love to ride in an 8RX. I've seen them and they look pretty good. I've seen a few people that have put them on balers. That's an interesting idea because the RTs they're a bit rough, but well, maybe the RXs are better. When you were talking about lambs before, last year our top price for our lambs was 186, and we were stocked this year. Our last lot brought $304. Wow, $304 a head. That's insane. That's crazy. That's a lot of money to pay for a lamb. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Alvin Potter asks how many acres? About 7,000. 7,000 acres, Alvin. That's about what we're running. Seems to be pretty good at the moment. Land prices are more expensive than sheep prices at the moment, so. Yes. Anyway, Tane Donaldson. I can see he said more drum covers in the paddock, and to that I say yes, I would love to, but I don't have time. I'd love to have time, but one day I'll have more time and I'll be able to do it more, but we'll see. Farmer Flynn would love an Case IH AFS Connect Steiger. Yes, that would be brilliant. Anything with connected software would be fantastic, I reckon. That would be just ideal. Will J asks, when did I start this paddock? I started this paddock at about 10 o'clock, 10 or 11 o'clock, something like that. And yeah, since then I've done about 16 hectares. So in a 40 hectare paddock, we've got a long way to go. We're not halfway yet. So yes. Anyway, I think it's about time that I signed off. I have been rambling along here for a long time. So I think I'm going to finish. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. This live has not been very good. I've dropped out a few times. And yeah, but anyway, it's been fun. I'll connect with you next time. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Alright, see you guys.